Hello, this is Dr. Linda Martinez-Louie. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I specialize in the narcissistic personality. I want to speak with you about scapegoated daughters of narcissistic mothers. Narcissistic mothers are completely self-absorbed. Many of them have children only to enhance their image of having a perfect family. The work of raising, nurturing, and protecting one's child is expected and essential. The narcissistic mother often turns her daughters over to babysitters or nannies when this child is very young, even an infant. She makes sure that friends and acquaintances believe that she is a very devoted mother. She talks about her daughter, pretending that she is emotionally invested in her child. This is not the case. If one of her daughters has been chosen by mother as a special one, her treatment of this daughter is completely different. This daughter is privileged from infancy. Mother is fixated on this little girl who holds the promise of being a perfect replica of herself. Narcissistic mothers choose this special little girl for various reasons: physical beauty, mental brilliance, charm, and magnetism that will always win people over. Narcissistic mothers often rule the family. Father is present in name only. He's a fixture in his own house. Some of these fathers are workaholics and prefer to be away from home than to deal with the cold, harsh temperament of this woman. The narcissistic mother deals with her unconscious fury by projecting it onto a daughter whom she has picked as a scapegoat. It is not unusual for the victim to be a highly sensitive little girl. She has no defense against the ridicule, demeaning verbal assaults of these highly disturbed individuals. This situation can become more and more traumatic if the narcissistic mother and her narcissistic daughter join forces in the taunting and humiliation of this child. I have heard from adult daughters scapegoated in this manner. Their stories are heartrending. Many of them survive by entering the world of books, art, uses of the imagination, nature. Some are fortunate to have a special friend whom they can visit often enough to take some of the psychological pressure off of them for different periods of time. Adult daughters who survive the narcissistic mother wars are incredible psychological warriors. Many of them experience symptoms of post-traumatic stress syndrome and spend years in the aftermath of these traumas and their efforts to heal. Individuals who have been through such a prolonged ordeal need our understanding and compassion. Many of them find their way to healing through support groups, participate in psychotherapy, work with healing modalities, gentle yoga, walking, different kinds of meditation. The deeper our understanding of the true nature of narcissistic mothers, the better we are prepared to help ourselves in the process of healing and restoration from these highly pathological family constellations. As the daughter of a narcissistic mother, it's very likely that you do not practice self-care. Each day, it is essential that you put the emphasis on yourself and your well-being. Get the sleep and the rest that you need and deserve. Modern society doesn't place much of a value on rest, and for hundreds and hundreds of years, there are cultures where taking a nap or getting a rest during the day was exceedingly important ritual for restoration, for healing, and for calming. As a child, you spent most of your time in the sympathetic fight-or-flight mode. Now you are learning to access the parasympathetic body-mind systems that lead to healing, restoration, transformation, and the rediscovery of your true, authentic, creative self. Now you're learning to honor and go by your own pace. Growing up with a narcissistic mother, there was a kind of a rushed atmosphere. Do it now. Don't wait. And this constant barrage of cruel comments, ugly looks. Hurry, hurry, hurry. You're so slow, you can't make a decision. And you never do anything right. You leave things in a mess. This is a very difficult way to grow up. But now you make the decisions about how you're going to do everything that matters to you. And part of this is knowing your own tempo. When is it the best time to exercise? When do you want to go to bed at night? How do you discover the healthiest foods to eat? How is your hydration? Ask yourself, what do I want to do now that will really make me feel comfortable? Self-nourishment and self-comfort are extremely important. Growing up as a prisoner of childhood, as psychoanalyst Alice Miller calls this, was simply dreadful. You were under a tyrannical reign of your narcissistic mother. Now you make the decisions. What can I do right now that will give me comfort? What are my primary needs? What is the focus and what is my unique creativity and how do I express it? Again, what brings me joy? What music is so beautiful that when I listen to it, it resonates so deeply inside. You know, there's some music that is so beautiful that we can listen to it over and over again because it brings us to a point of calmness. It can be excitement and attunement to everything that's very beautiful. And so find the music that stirs you, that has meaning to you, that is healing and restorative. You make these decisions now for yourself and honor them. Also, as you move forward, remember to set strong foundational boundaries so that you are treated with respect and honor. I have great faith in you as you move forward with the winds of the seas at your back. You have won this marathon. I give you so much credit for what you have done. Remember to let your light shine. Please subscribe to the Narcissist in Your Life podcast. Click on the first link beneath the show notes for my books on Amazon. Click on the second link beneath the show notes for the Mental Health News Radio Network. This is a global network of shows by podcasters that encompasses every facet of mental health. I'm deeply honored that my show, The Narcissist in Your Life podcast, is on this great network.